Hi guys, welcome back to my page. Today's going to be a very fun video. I feel like I always say that, but doing makeup is so much fun for me, so every video is literally a fun video. I feel like I've done natural makeup looks in the past, but I feel like this one literally is like pretty girl, effortless, natural makeup, and I'm so excited to do it. These are the inspiration photos for this makeup look. Again, as I said, I feel like this is like a professional pretty girl makeup shoot, and I'm so excited to try this out. I love the way the blush is placed on the cheeks, and I think it's gonna look so stunning. I feel like I said in my previous video, I have some really exciting news for the month of December. I think there's gonna be one more video uploaded this month, so I will be giving that announcement in that video, so please anticipate whatever's gonna happen in December, guys. If you're a fan of my page, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and put on the post notification so you can be notified when I upload, and so you can kind of be one of the first people to know about this really exciting news in December. And without further ado, let's go ahead and head to that tutorial. I can't find my headband, so I'm gonna clip my hair back and keep that out of my face. They're not gonna be that symmetrical, but it'll be out of my face. Then I'm gonna go ahead and pop in the OLENS glowy lenses in the shade black. If you know me, you know I'm a really huge fan of the glowy series. I think these are so pretty. I'm also a fan of the big glowy series. All of it just looks so nice and pretty, especially with the eyeliner effect. I'm gonna link these down below like I usually do, as well as my discount code to get some money off at checkout, guys. The first step of my priming process, I'm gonna go in with the NYX Bear With Me setting spray. This is a primer, setter, and refresher, and it's a nice multitasking spray, and I feel like I use this all the time. And remember, it's sensitive skin friendly, so you should not have any irritation from it. Next, I'm gonna go in with the YESSTYLE Butter Glow Stick in Herb Sugar. I love going in and applying this on all of the high points of my face, where I'm gonna put highlighter earlier to sort of give me like a natural glow from underneath. Then I'm gonna go in and pat that in with my fingers. And the warmth from your hand does a really good job at helping it settle into your skin more. And honestly, it just kind of feels really refreshing on the skin. It's like pepperminty. I'm not really sure. But I feel like it just makes my skin look so like glowy, glass skin like. To color correct, I'm going to go in with Milani Conceal and Perfect in the shade Warm Tan. I'm just going to go over all of my discoloration on my face in any area that I think needs a little extra coverage from underneath, just to make sure all of the other products don't have to work as hard, I guess. Today is a powder puff day. I'm just gonna go through and use that to blend out all of that concealer. I feel like this matches my undertone pretty well. I don't know if I'm hallucinating, but I feel like it does. I like go out the house just with this on. But it wouldn't be a full tutorial if I'm just wearing a little concealer, now would it? Maybe one day I'll do a tutorial where I'm just wearing concealer. Next, I'm gonna go in with Unlicia's Satin Wear Healthy Green Cushion in the shade 35 in Toffee. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little in there. Coat your powder puff. I have a big head, so I think for on the go, that cushion is pretty good. And that's just like a phenomenal color. Oh, every time I use this, I'm like, you guys like scan my skin. It's literally so perfect. Get the lids, forehead, it's like no coverage. I like minimal coverage to like really good medium coverage. And I really love this cushion. To conceal, I'm going to go back in with another Milani Conceal and Perfect, and this one is in the shade Cool Sand. Just slightly more over my under eye, and we concentrate that in the middle. And again, just anywhere I see my little imperfections. I'm gonna go back in with the triangle puff, do that final little blending out. These three products just might be like my base, like perfect. Like with this makeup style, you want to have the illusion of like perfect skin. And I think these three together, like I have like perfect glowy skin, like it's so nice. And I'm looking at the rest of my base makeup. I feel like this is going to be very Milani heavy. For my cream contour, I'm going to go in with the Milani Cheek Kiss in the shade Spicy Season. To apply, I'm going to take this Morphe brush on the perimeter of my temple, up my cheekbone, and I connect it a little to where that temple contour is. Jawline, lower lip, and we're gonna keep the nose pretty wide and like cute. Blend that up slightly into my eyebrows and really pack it in on the tip of the nose. Then I'm gonna go in with this Morphe brush to blend out the perimeter of my face. It's just a really nice dense angled brush, and I feel like that does, like me and a dense angled brush will be as thick as thieves. Blend, blend, blend. When you're doing the jawline, just pat it down and then drag it into your neck. Really get that blended on the lower lip. Then I'm gonna go in with this Morphe M441 brush. Use that to buff in my nose contour along the sides of my nose. Kind of like blend that into the foundation and my eyebrow. Really make it look kind of smoked out and blurred. And then that same kind of effect on the tip of my nose. Make it look pretty cute. I'm gonna also cover the sides. Then I'm just gonna use my finger to like kind of blend and soften the edges. To slightly highlight, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. This is going to be a little different of a highlighting technique than I normally do. I'm going to keep this concentrated directly under my eye, and I'm just going to go in too far or out too far. Along the sides of my nose. A little in the center of my nose. Upper lip, chin, and a little bit on my forehead. First, take a powder puff to get my chin all blended out. It literally blends like magic. And my upper lip, along the sides of my nose. I'm gonna take that slightly onto the side of my nostrils. Do that to the opposite side. Make sure I really get my forehead blended out. Add some light without overpowering the shadows. The tip of my nose. Really get that blended. And then up the center of my nose. And then blend that as best as I can with my forehead. And then the under eye, again, just keep it pretty concentrated, just directly under the eye. And just pat, 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 pat. Just want to keep this little area right under the eye pretty nice and bright. And I'm going to go up slightly to make the eye look more angled and sharp. And like blend out the back of that cheek contour. And a little along the front. Because the star of this show is the blush, so I just want to make sure I have the best canvas for that blush to like do its magic on. So concealing is very important. Just pat, pat, pat to blend. For my cream blush, I'm going to use Milani Cheek Kiss in Blushing Berry and Nude Kiss. BK Beauty 112 brush to apply. First go in with some Nude Kiss. This is going to be the base of my blush. I'm going to do like a triangle shape on the front of my cheek and then up the side on the tip of my nose and a little on my chin. Then using a little bit of Blushing Berry along the outsides to create like a gradient effect with the lighter blush. Tip of the nose. And again, just a little on the chin. And I'm just gonna use the back of my beauty blender to blend that out. And that like nice triangle shape. You have like the gradient and it's just not too harsh. Tip of the nose as well. And just pat, pat, pat that into the chin. Back in with more NYX Bear With Me spray to set all my cream products. Contour, I'm going to take the Flower Nose Butterfly Cloud Color Collection and Boss Highlighting and Contour Palette in Leaf Shadow. Go in with the darker of the two shades. and just use that to lightly set all of that cream contour. Sometimes I like using an angled brush, but for like a more natural look like this, the bigger brush, I feel like with the bigger surface area, makes the whole contour process just appear more natural. To set my nose contour, I'm going to use this Do Care 06 brush. I'm going to take that same shade from the Flower Nose palette and just go through and just nicely set my nose. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the In Cosmetics Portrait Mode Refining Setting Powder and Sheer. I'm going to first take this around the perimeter of my face. Get that nice and set. Don't forget to set your forehead, guys. That'll get shiny and oily too. And then just for my under eye, I'm going to go in with a triangle puff just so I can get in those creases. The round shape is not that conducive to around the eye, but this works. I didn't have to buy anything new to use the product. Just use what I already got. Next, going to use Kaleidos Mono Blush in the shade Sanguine. Using the small Morphe blush brush, really tap off any excess and just work it in that same like triangle shape that I put the cream blush. So it's like a nice like reddy pink swatch on the cheeks. What I like about this blush is that it looks kind of pink on my face. When you turn your head to the side, you want it to just look like an arrow pointing towards your nose. Add some on the tip of the nose and a little on your chin. To highlight, I'm going to take one of my favorite highlighters. This is the Flower Nose Little Angel Collection Emboss Highlighter in Paradise Lost. Take this Morphe M510 brush, slightly glaze over the top, glitter down the center of my nose, center of my forehead, the very tip of my nose, up my upper lip, and my chin, and then my cheekbones. Just circle that up there above that blush. Just make sure you repeat to the other side. Use a final round of this Bear With Me spray. For my brows, going to go in with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Espresso. Brush all my brow hairs up. From about halfway down the middle of my brow, I'm going to create a new tail. Keep my brow pretty straight. Brush on the hairs of the tail. And then from about right above where I start the new line, I'm going to do a slight arch and connect that to that bottom line. And then I'm going to fill that in and just really make sure I blend it. So it kind of like blends seamlessly into my brow. So I'm going to very defined tail. And just keep filling it in until you're okay with the density. And then again, just keep making sure it's blended into the rest of your brow. Then I'm going to do some nice bold up strokes at the front of my brow to create an illusion of a thicker brow. And it makes it look a lot more natural if there's no like bottom line on the inner portion of the brow. And then when you're happy with that density, just brush everything upwards. Using this Do Care 07 brush, I'm going to take the Alicia Tap Me Palette Duo in number 1 Pit Pat and go into that pink shade Jovian. Put this all over my lid and slightly smoke it out and put that a little bit on my lower lash line and really get that blended out. Then I'm going to go into OT Groovy, taking the shade Snug, and just use that to smoke out my lower lash line really lightly. Then using the P. Louise Wedding Wish palette, I'm going to go into the shade Endless Love and use that to highlight my lower lash line pretty low and just leave all of that color on the outer third of my lower lash line. To line my lid and do a nice wing, I'm going to go in with the MZYZ brown eyeliner. The goal is to do as thin of a wing as possible. You want the idea of a wing liner. Just stay as close as you can to the lash line. And this is all like flick, really, no real wing. Just keep it really nice and neat. Then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick in Perfect Pearl. I'm going to slightly use this on the inner portion of my lower lash line to really brighten and add a little hint of glitter and a little on my inner corner. Shiseido Lash Curler to curl my lashes. I'm going to kind of like really go in. Hourglass's Unlocked Mascara in the shade Ultra Black. I'm gonna use this to really coat my lashes and give something for the false lash to stick to. I could try that thing where you like individually stick your lashes together, but my lashes are so short that would not work. I'm just gonna do some coats to the top and my bottom lashes. And the bottom lashes are more subtle, so I'm not gonna need much. I just wanted to open my eye just a little bit. Then I'm gonna go ahead and apply some clustered lashes. These are so pretty. I'm gonna make sure they're very close to my lash line and just really press them together with my natural lash to make my eye just look really nice and open. Back into Pit Pat, I'm gonna go in with Surreal. I just wanna lightly put that on the lower lash line and really concentrate that on the inner corner because I just want it to be glittery because I feel like that's what's missing. Then I'm going to use Lisa Eldridge's lip pencil in the shade Fawn. And this is going to be a more like exact lip line. And I'm going to slightly fill it in. And this I'm not really overlining or underlining my lip. I want it to be kind of perfect. And since the lip is very pinky, I have two shades that I could use. First, the Unlacia Popcorn Lip Syrup in Neon Guava. I feel like that would come off pretty pinky on me. And from the Butterfly Cloud Color Collection by Flower Nose, Peach Blossom. And I feel like that would also look pretty. I think I'm just gonna do both. First, go in with Peach Blossom because it is a lipstick. I'm so used to not filling in my center line. And I'm just gonna use my finger to fade out the edges. And it's a bit of a gradient, so I'm just use Neon Guava on the center of my lip because the color is coming off slightly different to Peach Blossom. Just use my finger to blend the two together. So this is the makeup complete. I'm gonna go do my hair and I'll be right back. So this is going to be the final look. I think it looks so pretty. This is my first time like wearing a jean jacket like as a top, and like you guys can't see the full picture, but it's kind of hot. I think this is like a perfect everyday makeup look. I could genuinely wear this every day. It was super simple, really easy to do, and I feel like it looks so pretty on my skin. And I feel like if you slightly tweak it and adjust it to your skin tone, it'll be really pretty for a multitude of people. And just remember, all of the tutorials I mainly do are for educational purposes, but also just to help out people who look like me that can't find tutorials for them. Remember to come back and look at my next video. I will be having that announcement for whatever is going on in December. And I really hope you like this makeup look. You can go ahead and leave me a comment and concern down below. All of the products that I use are going to be also linked down below. And if I have a discount code for any website, that'll also be in this own little discount code section. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn on that post notification so you can be notified when I upload my next video. And again, I really hope that you like this. It's so like pretty and glowy. And other than like the glitter on the lower lash line, I feel like it looks pretty natural. So again, I love you guys so much, so let's head to that montage.